just post in all the chats, let people know I went live. Ooh, I've got sound echoing. Oops. Yo, Anubis, what's up? Ooh, did I freeze? I did on that one. It still looks good. Alright, cool. Yeah, we pulled Scheme in finally. I am happy that I got paired with him. It's gonna make this round a lot more difficult, but that way it's not gonna come down to the tiebreaker. Well, I suppose it could come down to like the individual group tiebreaker, but one of us is going to go 7-0, and the other one will go 6-1. So I don't think there's anyone else who is 6-0. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's lost at least once. So. We won't have a repeat of a season title that's chosen by a tie. So, but he kind of went on a tear. He only dropped 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. Yeah, so he dropped 4 attacks. So I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. I kind of like looked over every fleet and have like a sort of a game plan, but we'll see. Can't make any sloppy mistakes. So. Yeah, unless I end up throwing a few attacks. Like if I'm not gonna win, I'm probably just gonna meme around for a bit, see what can work. But yo, Anubis, what's up? But yeah, so we'll kind of just run through all these like other fleets. These are just like ones we can beat away with our war fleet, so no real worries there. I've been running a different type of war fleet. Oh, no procs. If I drop an attack here, I swear. Alright, we're good. Yeah, so I've been rocking Raven, ASF missiles, stealth of course, and then I have advanced preemptive fire, because I've been finding it's really good for Warfleet, making sure you don't take damages. But then I've been running, instead of like 2 random fire missiles, I've been rocking 1 random fire missile, high accuracy of course, but also high damage. And then I've been running a beam fleet with accuracy devices instead of damage devices, because I find that like most of the time I don't need the 4th fleet to really do a lot of damage. But sometimes that difference between like 600 and 700 beam accuracy will tear some tanks apart. And honestly, like if I'm warring, I'm making enough resources anyway. I'm kind of just doing it to like give people a red wall, and I find that this gives me more red walls, even if it gives me a few losses. So, yo, Paradox, what's up? How'd you do this league? You're in 3rd right now. Not bad. 77 stars. Ooh, you didn't get any on me. Got 1 in Scheme in. Yeah, a lot of tough nuts in this group. I think hyper destroyers are gonna come in pretty key though. Oh, someone hit me. Who hit me? Oh, do you have your war fleet in? Let's find out. I'll hit you back. Yeah, you do. Serves you right. Plus, also this fleet now hard counters war fleets, because now everyone's running their defense shield with double missile EVA exteriors, because everyone's like, oh yeah, just go full missiles. So having that beam means I'll hit you too. So That's the payback paradox. I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I spec from Missile Evo right here, 666. I feel like I might be able to get higher, but yeah, gotta beat them all. So only got a couple more after my initial run. Couldn't scratch you. Yeah, I'm curious how Scheming beat it. I haven't messaged him about it. I'll talk to him after this round probably. But I'm kind of curious. I think that's the first time that that fleet in particular has been 5-starred. But I've kind of been running like a pretty similar fleet this whole time. I've been trying to use Vince, which I don't know. There's pros and cons to using Vince. One of the pros being like he really deters a lot of normal players who are just kind of running a lot of spread fire and random fire. So like the goal is that it's a hard enough fleet to 5-star initially, but he also gives a lot of, like, instead of people just getting 2 stars, I'm hoping people get like 0 or 1s or 0s like that. Because like if it comes down to a tiebreaker, like you need to lose less stars. And right now, it's funny, we're actually so like he has 8 lost. If I 5-star him, he'll have 13 lost, and I also have 13 lost. So then I think he beats me because he beat me on time, unless someone hits him in the next 11 hours and can get an extra star. You have any attacks left? No. Does anyone have any attacks left? Okay, Asmodeus has 1 attack left. He got 2 from me. He got 1 from Scheming, it looks like. Alright, so if I end up dropping 4 attacks, getting the same amount of stars as Scheming, I need Asmodeus to get 1 more star against Scheming. Just run a full pillow, please. Vince makes Advanced Rapid Fire very relevant. Yeah. So Advanced Rapid Fire destroys Vince pretty hard. And that's definitely like the hard counter. But like if you set Vince up to have enough durability, like I think mine has like 5 or 6 billion dur, so as long as he's not taking 2 billion hits, which he shouldn't because he has full res. So the only real way to do that would be like really high damage Augies, or you get a couple procs against him. But I don't know. I don't know how possible it is for Hyper Destroyers to just kind of evade him. So I farmed War for the first bit. And I kind of put up big numbers because like they were talking about how boxes can only drop from there. I got like 3 boxes and I did like, I don't know, I had like 200 of each ticket and I was like 3 boxes. It wasn't really worth it. It was taking a long time too, and I was like, nah, it's not worth it. And then that was also when I found out that these boxes right here don't go up in price. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna farm tickets then. Farm tickets, get some LDs in 110. So I think I have like 1 more of these to buy. You can get 20 times 2, so 40 boxes from each ticket, so 80 boxes in total. Also, that $20 pack that has 75 boxes is well worth buying if anyone like is thinking about buying. That's literally the best package that AN has ever released in like 3 years. So yeah, just from like those boxes and everything, I now have. I got like an extra like 50 tickets or something, MS tickets, and like look at these Trons. Like come next Tron day, dude, I'm getting a complete overhaul. So, well, I mean most of my Trons are already like decent T7s, but with them buffing Perfect Opters, which we don't know like the final details of yet, but they're definitely trying to make them a lot better than where they currently are, because they were originally put in the game to be Oh, is my game frozen? Yeah, it definitely is. I was definitely showing him off. delete this. And then, oh, I have that as my background. I must have added it in sometime. It was probably when I first pulled Vince, and I wanted to like show him off all the time. Okay. Why isn't it working? Sorry, for some reason it just like froze, and then when I try and add it back in, it's not. I'm gonna restart my Nox. But yeah, the pack's just, it's really good. It gives you, I mean, I probably got like an extra like 2 or 3 weeks of hyper too, which isn't anything like super crazy, but I don't know. I'll take a couple extra 100 hyper points in that. And you can never have too much hyper, so. And then yeah, those like, they give a lot of training LDs. AP too. The pack already gives you 45 AP, and with 1800 crystals as well. You can use those to purchase more AP. Like, I don't know. It's a good pack. All right, can I add it in now? All right, I just think I got it. So. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, what I was trying to show off was all these Trons. So like 500 Trons right there, 100 Perfect Opters. Yeah, Tron Day is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. A second 75 pack. Yeah, I bought it this morning. I heard that other servers like they got a like a daily 75 Tron pack like 2 days ago or yesterday or something. I'm not really sure about that. I think it was Vega that got it. I'm guessing it was just a bug. Mods haven't said anything back to me about it, so. But at least it wasn't just like random players on certain servers. 'Cause that wouldn't have been good. Okay, I'm skipping him for now. Advanced fighter defense, interesting. I used to try and run that. I think beam defense or cannon defense is the way to go, but yeah, I think I'm gonna hyper destroyer this and maybe run like 2 tanks, just because of this high accuracy cannons. Hyper destroyers, you could probably just naturally EVA them with hyper destroyers, but you have to restart Nox often. My Nox, it's pretty good. I usually restart it like, I mean, if I'm keeping it open all day, I'll restart it like every 12 hours or so. Sometimes I find that like if I'm going in certain menus, like okay, I might run. Yeah, I'm gonna run missiles with this one. Like if I'm like doing Trons or something, or always just going through my heroes, it, like, I don't know, just the loading screen of like, when it has to do that big loading screen, it just gets slower and slower. I think it's a memory leak, and I think it still happens in Nox. So I usually restart then, but yeah, it's been pretty alright. So sometimes I think I have an old version of OBS and I really haven't updated it. So that probably is why it just sometimes doesn't work. Does he have cannons? No, he doesn't. So I just switched over, but I might actually hit him without stealth. Might come back and hit him. So all that switching was for nothing. Which pack? I joined late. The 75 Halloween box one. Super good. Also, the new web or alien devices seem pretty good too. I need to farm them. I need to farm a lot more. I think after this season, I'm gonna start hitting those 120s and the 125s again. I still need the missile, the 25% one is from the 2020, but I just like, I've killed so many 125s and I haven't gotten it. It's been really frustrating. Every time I get a cube from there, it's always another like is it the beam one? Is that the one that gets it? Yeah, cause yeah, it's 120s are what drop it, right? I don't know. Whatever alien drops it that I've been farming, I haven't been getting it. So is Nox better than BlueStacks? I upgraded my iOS and BlueStacks isn't working. Okay, so I used to use BlueStacks on my old computer because I couldn't run Nox. It was like I had like a really old laptop and I could like barely run it on BlueStacks, but I just couldn't run it on Nox. It was just so slow, and I was like on the lowest, like a really low like display rate, but it wasn't working. So I don't know. I really like Nox. I think I don't know. It's easier for programming macros, from what I can tell. And now that AN has come out and like said that they actually don't care if people macro, like there's really no reason not to do it. I mean, them allowing you to stack up to 3,000 AP was literally a direct counter to all the people macroing, instead of banning everyone, because a lot of the people who use macros are paying players. So, you gonna stream Tron Day? Yeah, why not? I'm down to do it. Then people can actually see how like it's pretty normal to have bad luck with 500, 600 Trons being made. I only have Sensi Beam so far. I got 7 to go. It's frustrating. Yeah. You weren't around when they first came out though, so you're kind of getting back into the game late. But at least like every time a device drops, you're gonna get something. So, but yeah, I'm excited for them to make Perfect Opters better. I think a lot of people are gonna like that. But yeah, James, I would check out give Nox a shot. There are, so I will say, like, if you ever browse, like, I don't know if you're on Reddit or anything, but the subreddit for Nox, a lot of people talk about how it's malware, and how like potentially like their stuff is getting stolen, like credit cards and stuff. I've never had that problem. I've never linked my credit card with Nox. If I buy things through Nox, which I do, I just link my PayPal, and as far as I can tell, my Facebook hasn't been hacked or anything. And I've been using Nox for about 2 years now, so yeah. But people out there have been like, Nox is basically malware. Stay away from it. So, but BlueStacks might be as well. I don't actually know. That's what I want to see. I'm curious as when attack defense Trons are better than ability. I'm still new to 110, so I'm learning. Definitely check out Nox. Most part, I think Nox better. Use both. Multi-emulators can run. Yep. Easy video record, scripted for inspiration. Yeah, I never really used multi-emulators, but if you play on multiple servers, like you could have 2 servers running, because AN lets you do that, because they just think it's 2 devices. So like if you have different servers going, you could do that. Multiple accounts for like, if you're trying to like level up to alternate accounts for 50 to get 2,000 honor, you could do that. It does have easy video recording. I've actually never used the video recording function because I use OBS to stream, so I'll just launch that open and hit start recording right there. But I'm pretty sure it's like the same level of easiness. And you can take screenshots too, but you can also just use a snipping tool for that. So, and yeah, attack defense Trons being better than ability. So I can kind of like explain how it sort of works. So let's look at my heroes for a second. So it all depends on like what you're trying to do. And there's typically you're either going for damage, you're going for so damage or accuracy for offensive heroes, and you want durability or EVA for defense heroes. And going for say extra accuracy will hurt your damage a little bit, but sometimes that's a little bit better. So like if you want the most well-rounded like damage for a hero, it typically would be I think this is like pretty close to like high damage. Obviously I don't have my ability max, but I try and keep my like attack or like my main stat around 550 to like 650, and then leadership you want to have around like 80 to 90,000, and ability you want between like 250 to 280%. You want like well-rounded numbers for each of these, because having well-rounded numbers for everything will give you the most like area in a circle. If you've ever seen like those like stat charts, it'll be like a hexagon or something like that, and like the point goes further out, and then I'll try and let me draw it. I'm pulling up my MS Paint. Alright, let's capture this. Shitty MS Paint coming in, by the way. Display capture. Ooh, no, I don't want that. Is it a game? Is MS Paint considered a game? It is. That's funny. Oh, it's not working. Damn it. Alright. I'll write it. I need a pen. I'll be right back. Oh, no, I saw one. Alright, so this is my super shitty because my Microsoft Paint isn't working. But you can see like two triangles right here. And if you imagine like the circle would be if you have nothing, and then the top, we can make the top stat like ability, attack, lead. Okay, so it's like this. So on this one that I'm like highlighting right now, we've got ability, attack, and lead, and our attack and our lead are kind of like have a decent amount, but you can tell we're stretching ability really far. And stretching ability really far means that the area within this triangle, which is our damage, because it's a multiplication thing, is how the formula works. Our damage is going to be less, but our ability is going to be higher, which means we have higher accuracy. On the other hand, we've got this one right here, where you can tell we've got like ability, attack, and lead all are kind of equal. And since it's an equilateral triangle, that's the most optimal area you can have under there, so that'll mean the most attack. But the downside of that is that we're going to have less ability, so less accuracy. Hopefully that like kind of makes sense. If you understand math a little bit, it'll probably make a little bit more sense, but that's kind of just like how I see it. I have another video somewhere where I explained it in a little bit of a different way, but it's basically you just have to decide. So like on this, like pushing attack to 700 or 750 and only having like 220 ability and maybe like 65 or 70k lead, that's not optimal. Like I'll see people posting their heroes with like 800 defense, and you're losing Dura at that point, because as you push a stat higher and higher, the rewards get exponentially less, or they decrease. So I find like 600 is about that sweet spot. Alright, I'll catch up on these comments. Sorry about that. I went on a big tangent. Yeah, so Scheman's in my group. Yeah, it is basically a final. Unfortunately, like, so what I would really like this is why I love like an 8th round. Like, give me an 8th round, give the top 20 players from like all of this. So have me be with like Schema and like everyone who's in top 25, but like everyone like down here, who's like they stay in universe but they don't really like win or get top 25. Like, I don't have me with them. Like, I want every fleet to be like super hard against, but give us like more league points too. You could have it in the off season. I just want a round 8, but yeah, I mean basically whoever wins this round wins the season. So okay, I'm glad it makes sense for you. So I had 4 going at the same time. Planet Jeff, what's up? I've just been using ability. Okay, so I do find that like any skill that needs accuracy to hit, you're better off rocking. You're always gonna want to rock ability extras for sure, and you usually for your support trons are gonna want to rock 2 like an ability attack ability lead, something like that. If you rock like I don't really have a ton of like ability attack lead trons, unfortunately, which is actually kind of crazy. But I have a lot of these like ability defense and lead. So like for my Eleanor right here, I do have double ability right there, like extras, and I'm not running a lead extra because I have a lot of lead right here. Another way I could run this is if I ran like a defense lead ability tron, I might end up buffing lead here. Not sure. If I wanted more defense. But I wouldn't because she's at 700, so. And like, so if I ran an ability lead, I'd get a little bit more Eva, but I'm not really trying to spec her Eva that high. She's more of a tank that's just focusing on durability because I'm running all res devices. So if you look at her durability, she's got 23.3 billion boosted. So she's just kind of like taking hits and that sort of tank. But for like evasive heroes like DTs or high Eva cruisers, you want to spec more Eva. And you wouldn't run that ability lead defense tron. You'd need ability defense or ability lead. So yeah. We'll see though. Most of my like good endgame trons are all they're pretty high up, but getting a few more will just help me with it'll help me with I wonder if I want this here. Yeah. It'll help like make it so that I have like more backup trons to use, so I don't have to like extra swap as much, and potentially buff like my secondary heroes so I don't always have to tron swap. Was that what the other accuracy was for this person? Interesting. Okay, so that's pretty funny. I'm guessing it's like a maxed out, having the same ability on the same hero in the same spots is kind of funny. And they're both running cannons. Yeah, this isn't your alt, is it? Is he here? I'm curious if it is. But yeah. So it's funny. I can probably guess what Tron he's running. He's probably has the. It's probably the ability, lead, and defense Tron. And then depends if he's going for Dur, but I'm guessing it's probably like the attack ability lead Tron, like the 130, the 30, and 11,000 one that they gave us. Just because they've got like the same ability, so I'm guessing it's spec the same way. Yeah, probably gonna hold off again on this one. I'm just playing everything like super safe. Gonna hit all the war fleets I can. Yeah, like this fleet, I'm definitely gonna run hyper battleships. In the past, I've been like pushing that hyper destroyers can do this type of fleet, but it's unoptimal, and it's the last season. I don't have work today, so that's why I'm streaming a little bit earlier, and I'm going to take my sweet time. If this stream is 2-3 hours long, so be it. This one probably going to be a hyper destroyer fleet. He's got high Eva there. This one isn't crazy high. So like this one is this one will have less durability, but it'll have more Eva. And then these two are just more durability tanks, which is how you should spec at least one like this. But I don't know. I only really like specking like I want this guy might have high EVA too, if with 300%. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he has EVA extras on him actually with 2 defense heroes. But I don't know. If I'm running so many like defense heroes, I feel like you almost need an AER, especially if you're having based ones, because you want them to take us some hits, and then the AER regens like 4 billion. That's a big thing. And my next ACFF, because I put my ACFF in Blake and Peter, and they're both Blake might be still Nat 11, because I had him MS Master that I dumped, but let me show you. So this guy right here, he's going to be my my next favorite Cruiser Master. Basically no bleed, 600 natural defense with gold stat right there. He will have insane amounts of dur. He'll probably be hitting like 18, 19, 20 billion base. So I'll likely be rocking him in some sort of fleet. If I want to rock a double ACFF, like pair him with Blake or something. Because I think like a really high EVA DT Master is good, but running 2, it really opens you up to perfect missile hits. And I don't know, it's just Hyper Destroyers are good to force a little bit of high accuracy or to force them to run perfect missile. But if you have too much in there, they'll kind of just they'll beat your way. It's more of a hindrance in my opinion. Like this right here, putting him out front, if I rock like double advanced rapid fire with perfect missile, they'll each take 12 billion damage and be dead. So alright, is that really all the war fleets I can hit? Yeah, it looks like it. Damn, alright. So I think we'll spec over to Achilles with missile spam, and then we'll hit some of those pillow fleets with my hyper battleships, and then we'll spec over to hyper destroyers. I'm hoping that we get these neutrons for the next season of League. Do I have ACMs? There we go. That'll work. Alright, we'll just take it off this. I've been having good luck in pursuits too. I've pulled like the past 2 weeks. I've added like 10 useful like ACM, AC Beam, ACF, or EVA Beam, EVA M, EVA F with ability, which has been really nice. Cause I was a little too short, and now I'm sitting all right. Oh, and I do want to take stealth off too, just to get a little more damage. Yo, what's up, Doug? How'd you do this? Let me check this in a sec. And then I might keep this random fire with high EVA or high accuracy. Just because I should be able to kill it, and I really don't want him having like a double M EVA and beating me there. Yeah, let's see. You were in this group, right? There you are. I was gonna ask. Okay, so you've got this guy in hypercruisers. Are you running the ability defense leadtron and the attack ability leadtron that we've gotten from the vents? Yo, what's up, Facecook? Just wondering. I'm curious if that's the right numbers on it. And it's probably like a max ability, like maxed training LDs. If my calculations are right, but it's just mental math. I'll look. Yeah. It's morning for you? It's afternoon for me, but I did only wake up a little bit ago. Yeah. He doesn't have double M EVA. That's just the fake Achilles count, and he usually just has a Warfleet in. That's gonna be probably HDT here too. Alright, so we'll run ACFF for the can I run Blake? Yeah, I won't have another unique. Don't need advanced preemptive. APF would probably be better. Ability on both. Yeah, but is your Tron the 50 ability, 70 defense, 11k lead, and then the 130 attack, 30 ability, 11k lead or 10k lead one? I'm just wondering. Alright. Okay, so do I keep... I'm wondering if I keep my spread fire and keep my random fires in, or if I'm better off running not death fighters. Just more like A-Raps and stuff like that. I think I want the damage of that though. Oh wait, I can get an upgrade. This will be pretty important. More attack. Oh, they're getting so expensive. I think I'm putting one more in. I don't know if I'll put any more. Oh, 1,500. Damn. Yeah. I need those like attack points for when I use them with hyper destroyers though. Ability lead defense. The only reason I was wondering is because RFC is running the same hero in the same spot with the same percent ability, so I'm curious if you guys are using the same Trons. 273 seems about what like you'd be able to get with that too, because I think she was gold ability, right? Yeah, we're just gonna Augie spam them. I wonder if I should run one beam fleet. Who's this for again? I was checking for a pillow fleet. Whose was it? Not this one. I think it was, yeah, it was Meltrandus. With cannon defense? No, he'll have max res regardless. Yeah, I'm just gonna use fighters. Yeah, gold ability. Alright, let's give myself a little bit of AC for fighters. Oh yeah, I have to spec him too. I've been using this Tron on Blake. It basically just freed up freed it up from another person. I'll probably just use 39 one on him because I don't need those extra 5 points. Oh yeah. Wrong account. Alright. Cool. So what's our accuracy on this guy? 456, yeah. So this basically just it stuns his advanced emergency repair, so he can't heal, which is pretty important. And then I do have advanced piercing fire too to back him up, but it's hit. That's really the only threat. And if he was like super end game, he could use evasion to either dodge the ACFF or over max resist. But this way I cover both, so you can't over max your res and have evasion. It's just not possible. Okay, I take that back. It might be possible, but it's difficult to do. And you probably need to like spec other heroes around it too. I think this might be the only one I give AC Fs to. Kind of me being a little bit lazy, which I shouldn't be right now, but he didn't have crazy high ability. Oh, yeah, it might have been 3. Do I not have any more ACFs? Could have sworn I literally just pulled one. Huh, I guess not. I have one or another Tron. I'll just take it off that. Ah, there's one. Who is this? Is this Claire? Oh no, this is this is my hero. I'm dumb. Do I actually not have any more? Oh, that should lead though. There it is. But yeah, this will basically just deter any double EVA fighter extras. I pass it. Where is it? I really wish there was a better sorting feature for this. Where is it? There it is. I'm dumb. But yeah, 312. My accuracy is through the roof with these Augies. Like 727 with 12.4 billion. Yeah. Not that one. Beltrandus, yeah. So like if these guys were like 300% ability, he would have more of an EVA presence. But this is Macross's alternate account, so it kind of makes sense that he's not like super end game with it. I mean, he's still placing like almost top 25, but it's an alternate. It's not his main. All right, let's go for it. Yeah. Wow, that's so much damage. Full procs. He wasn't even APF'd there, but stunning him definitely helped. If I wasn't running that advanced Confusion Fire, he would have healed his other fleets. I'm probably just going to use Hyper Destroyers for this one. Is there any other pillows? Kind of. That's the fleet that, like, I'll run defense shield. I don't need this. Yeah. He just doesn't have a ton of ability on him, and he's still not even in hyper ships, so we should just be able to blow it away. Yeah. 2 billion. Doesn't have max fighter res. Alright, so we're still perfect so far. Haven't had any super crazy difficult fleets though yet. But 50 out of 95 is doing alright. Pretty sure we haven't dropped an attack. Yeah, we're still good. So that'll be Hyper Destroyers. Is everything else Hyper Destroyers? Also Hyper Destroyers. Schemans is gonna be interesting. He's running 3 advanced confusion fire. So yeah. And like he's got 326 ability right there. Yeah. I just feel like if I try and hit him with hyper battleships, I'm not gonna do enough damage, and these are just gonna go off and hit me. So I do think I need to use hyper destroyers, but I'm gonna need to spec for super Eva. I might be hitting him with like 2 DPS, maybe 3, not 4 though. Eva. Yeah, this will probably also be hyper destroyers. Alright, I guess we're on that hyper destroyer grind. Because I'll use it for him too. Alright, so let's hit this guy first then, I guess. Kind of interesting he's running cannons. I think that's just... It's either a he either misplayed that or he actually just doesn't know how AER works. Which I have seen veterans, they don't understand it. It only procs when you fire, so. But yeah, I think we're basically just gonna evade these missiles, and I'm probably just gonna run 2 tanks for the cannon fleet. But yeah, we're not running. We're gonna run him again. Probably more advanced rapid fires. And then maybe this. This is one of my favorite setups for hyper destroyers. This is what like first got me into them. Advanced piercing fire, advanced precision fire, and double advanced rapid fire. It's like these are the skills you need to run hyper destroyers most efficiently, in my opinion. There's times and places where you want to spread fire, like Raven, maybe boost proc rate. Basically, if they're not running AER, it's more efficient. Advanced random fire can be alright, but again, if there's an AER, you're just gonna trigger them to proc. This just it shuts them down, and you get the accuracy from the advanced precision fire. But yeah, because you're typically gonna be running more evasion extras, not accuracy. So like you're only gonna be putting up maybe 550, 600 ag. I don't have trons on her. Ignore her for now. Let's see. Yeah, like this is 500 right there. So I rely a lot to like use that 100 to get up to like 600, and then Augies will naturally build their way up to like 700. So the good news is when you spec for one of his ACFFs, you take 2 out of the picture. Is he running 2 in missile? Or are you talking about Schemans? Yeah. I do kind of find it interesting he went with double missiles right there. But I mean, I'm sure it's good for reducing most players. But yeah, this is definitely the fleet that like Uber Eva hyper destroyers will beat. He might have like 1 spec for high dur, 1 more high accuracy, high damage possibly. But yeah, Mark says he loves that same setup. Are you talking about my hyper destroyer setup? Yeah, and this fleet right here typically, it doesn't have to be ACFF. I'll run sometimes like a weapon defense. I really like running weapon defense heroes. You don't really ever use defense shield because you're just gonna evade everything. But the defense hero, it lets you get max resist with only using armor to like beams or fighters. So if you do, maybe if their DPS is running beams or fighters and you add that, you're gonna evade them 95% of the time, and on that 5% hit, you'll have some defense as well. So yep, yeah, yeah, you just said it right there. Yeah, Yeah, that's just kind of how hyper destroyers work in the meta right now, and they're really good in the meta. I think honestly they're the best ship in my opinion. You just have to respec so much, but a lot of it is it's not even device swapping. It's all extra swapping. So like it's pretty cheap too. I don't run any cost reduction at all, which is nice. But yeah, so we'll just get to like, if he's running accuracy extras, we need to get to like 460 EVA, but then at that point we'll be fine. I really don't like this cannon rapid fire. It's just kind of a weird curveball. I don't think it's that good. Well, Hyper Destroyers have a pretty good natural EVA. Like 335. What will 273%, assuming, let's say, PC cannon? Sorry, I'm just going to calculate this out in my head real quick. Assuming it's PC8, which it might be, that has 94 accuracy. Jesus Christ, that's terrible. And we'll look at shockwaves too. Just go on the high side. He's got 110. You could probably buff it up, but we'll just assume 110. Plus 273, plus 60, 333, 110. He's got around like 450 accuracy. So if I can get 450 cannon accuracy, I should evade it 90% of the time. Should. Do I ditch rapid fire for this maybe? Probably. Yeah, I think I snub. The thing is that I don't need a I'm gonna use Vince. In guess beam cannon resist for him. And I'm just gonna make sure he has 190 cannon resist. I don't really care about the other resists. Sorry, I have to calculate how much I need. So the plan, sorry, I'm taking this league a lot slower, so it's definitely, if you guys are watching, I appreciate it, but I'm going for the season title, and normally, like, I actually thought about not streaming because I want to take it more seriously, but because streaming it, like, you're trying to engage the audience, and you feel a little pressured to, like, rush a little bit, but I am really trying to win, so I'm gonna see if this works. Gonna take a nap. Wow, I put you to sleep. Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, have a good one, Anubis. I'll see you around in chat. But so the goal here is I'll just max resist this rapid fire hit, and then I'll just launch back at him with probably Death Fighters. I mean, I could probably just rock PC8 actually, because he definitely has a hole there. So, but yeah. But I need to do some math real quick, make sure I have enough. Do I have my Excel going? No, I don't. Okay, so HCR, if I have no weapon defense hero. Okay, I basically just need to run double. Oh, okay. Oh wait, I don't have that many upgrades. What are my upgrades in this right now? Five, five, 7. So that's 7 is 18? No, 21. Alright, I do need to swap that out. Oops. Well, if I run a bypass, I can get an extra. Okay. That's good to know. So with this setup, I don't get an extra device, but that should be fine. I just need to run. I mean, I don't really need beam bypass either. But I do need a cannon bypass, and then I still get a device or an extra. I don't want an extra though. I'd rather have the device. And I'm at 185. Is that enough? Oops. If I've got that armor, it's okay. Yeah, I'll just do that. Then I just need double res for cannons. I'm glad you're streaming. Instructive as all get out. Yeah. Sometimes I worry that like it's a little bit boring for people. I kind of hope that like you're doing something else while I'm streaming. Because I feel like what I'm doing isn't necessarily super entertaining, entertaining, if that makes sense. Just because I mean it's a slow game, and like you can always talk theory crafting and stuff, but a lot of it is like extra swapping, doing math. It's different. It's not like I'm streaming, like, I don't know, like Fortnite or any like a first-person shooter like that where there's always action going on and stuff. So, but I do think the players who like watch my stream learn a lot, and I've learned a lot streaming too, because I've had like people type in chat be like, yeah, well, I mean, like in this situation, like I would run this instead of like what you're doing. And I'm like, oh, actually, no, that makes a lot of sense. So, okay, so I have max cannon resist now to PC. I'll put him here. She'll be on beams. She needs the Eva M. So I do need to get to. Okay, good. We're good there. What's she running? Eva M, Eva F is what I'm guessing that setup is. It's not boring for you. It's a lot of information. Good. I'm glad. But yeah, also because like what I'm doing with hyper destroyers, it's not anything like new necessarily. And like there's no reason that you can't take like exactly what I'm doing and use it yourself, which is what I'm hoping to do. Like honestly, one of the coolest things about this game for me has been the fact that like I've been like actively like shaping the meta for like a year and a half now. I mean, I wasn't the first person to use hyper destroyers, don't get me wrong at all, but I think like I used to be primarily just hyper battleships. and like I made the switch over, and it's been fun. It's been changing the game a little bit. I wonder if I'll ever go back to like hyper motherships and spec into that again, but we'll see. All right, so I think we're good there. But yeah, it's cool because like I don't know, when it like if you're at the top, like you can actively like shape like how people will approach the game and stuff. And like I've seen people switch their defense fleet specifically because I know how to beat it. Me and SK, we've talked a little bit, and we talk about like our fleets, and it's like, yeah, like that'll beat most people, but we both know how to beat it. All right. Okay, I'm using Sonya. I needed to check which rapid fire it was. It'd be cool if, okay, so like, where's the little furry guy? My kitten. So we threw a party last night, and it is very, very still messy up there, and I didn't want to. I'm gonna clean after the stream, but she would be eating all the food on the floor, she'd be drinking all the spilled beer, the jungle juice, all that stuff. So yeah, I didn't want her like eating a bunch of snack food the entire time while I'm gone, because I can't lock her down here because the basement is just open. There's no door for it or anything, so. Yeah, but she's upstairs. She's doing good. And JP, I know you only watch for the pussy. I wouldn't even know anymore how to use hyper motherships in League. Wouldn't that mean different Trons, Extras, and also heroes? Yeah, because you need more defensive based heroes. Because you need to be able to take hits. It's like it's a completely different meta. And like the way they see the game and the way like I see the game are just different. Talking about like hyper mothership users. Hey Steven, what's up? I haven't seen you around before, so welcome to the stream. If you have any questions or anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'll happily answer anything for you. Eva. I don't need this Eva F, so actually. Alright, well that's 4. But I'm going to switch over to an ACF, because that accuracy is pretty important. We'll take it on. Actually, I'll steal one from my random fire hero. Madeline. She's got all the good ones. There she is. My offensive heroes are all glass cannons. Yeah, I've definitely am heavily invested in glass cannons, which it's all right because it actually works out for hyper destroyers. Hyper destroyers and hyper battleship heroes, you basically use the same ones. For like advanced piercing fire or like precision fire and stuff, you want a little bit more defense. And honestly, a little bit of defense on a hyper destroyer hero isn't bad. Like I'm speccing this hero probably pretty poorly. It's fine for like this fight because she's not gonna take any hits. She'll basically just take a confusion fire hit, if that. But 38 defense is really low. I usually like having around 100, 150. Yeah, the boxes are not unlimited. No, you get 20 each, so 80 from the event, which is fine. If they were unlimited, that'd actually be so broken. You could basically farm 110 forever and just infinitely get Trons, Master Scout tickets, because your AP, you're basically like regenning it back. So I think I've gone up like 400 AP. Oh wow, look, 2 Master Scouts. Wow, I farmed aliens before this. Got some nice Master Scouts. All right, cool. But yeah, sometimes like a little bit of defense on hyper destroyers is not bad. All right. Am I ready to hit this guy finally? Sorry, I've been taking a bit. No, Emily needs Missile Eva. And then she's good. And we're just running, so we're getting up to 450. Hyper Destroyers, basically if you have 5 upgrades in them, with the Missile Fighter Eva formation, they beat basic Perfect Missile. They don't beat accuracy extra perfect missile, but base perfect missile they beat. So like if you're ever running just a base perfect missile, or you see that out there, and you think like, yeah, they're probably running res extras, like hyper destroyers, just putting that fleet in, you've automatically beaten someone else's like one of their tools in the game. So actually you might need hypercharger, so you might need a device for that, but like extra wise. So yeah, and so we're running piercing cannon with Vince. We're gonna counter his rapid fire hero with this way, so it'll be interesting. And then we've got ACFF to stun his AER. Although I think he was running cannons again, it was a kind of a bad call there, but we should be all right. I don't think I've ever ran this this sort of fleet, confusion fire and counter fire offensively with hyper destroyers. You can still farm more because they can randomly drop there. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean I've been farming a little bit of war, but I've been doing more 110 farming, trying to get the items. You basically need to buy the 75 packs. Yeah, I mean you don't need to. It's just it's a good investment. If any pack has been worth buying, it's this one. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna take these rapid fire hits with my counter fire hero. Power back to him, just kind of keep him at bay, or her at bay. Yeah, see how it goes. I might run, swap it like that. Schemin dropped an attack to this guy, so I'm really hoping I don't. I think we're good. Oh, okay, I do need to check my stealth. Because I think some of my characters are stealth, possibly. I'm just going to hit him in war, that'll be faster. You're sitting at over 1100 APs. Yeah, you at 700. It's pretty broken. And if you farm 110, dude, like, not enough people farm 110. I'll get a loss. I'm just gonna hit this guy. Sorry, dude. But yeah, like people 110 farming got all my heroes to max ability level. Oh shit, I didn't even see if I was stealth. Okay, watch this. Okay, all my guys are unstealth, so we're good. I'll watch the replay of my stream because it's delayed like 5-10 seconds. But yeah, so Schemin dropped an attack and didn't get any stars, I believe. Yeah, so he's 0-starred this, and I'm really curious what he did, if it was a mistake or like how it happened. I'm guessing he just didn't account for the advanced rapid fire cannon, and it kind of just like blew away his fleet and just took it away bit by bit. If I had to guess. Alright, let's start doing the damage. I think he has max fighter resist on his Blake. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. He's above 100 resist on that, too. Alright, we did it. Hyper Destroyer power. There was another fleet kind of like this, wasn't there? Yeah. I'm a little bit worried because I feel like I barely had the amount of damage I needed for that fleet, and Schema didn't drop an attack to you, did he? Yeah, you got it first try. What to run? What to run? So this guy has high evasion. It's basically a toss-up if he's running missile or fighter EVA extras. Would be my guess. These guys probably don't have accuracy extras. They're probably going. Actually, I don't know. Probably resist, but 269. What's the accuracy on Kryptons? Check your battle record. Oh, you've still got 8. You still got 12 attacks left. Yeah, you're holding people pretty good. Ken got 4. Asmodeus ended up getting 5. You held a fair amount of people. Skeeman did get max stars right away, and that concerns me a little bit. Oh, Skeeman, what's up? I'm perfect so far. Still kind of taking things slow. I've been streaming for hour 20 minutes so far. I'm like just getting to the guys I have to spec against. Got 8 fleets left. The thing is, though, is like normally I'm used to running missile fighter EVA form to get me an extra 120. All right, what's the accuracy on these? $141 plus 60, so 201. Oh yeah, I knew that. And then 273. He's at 573 or 570, 574, something like that. That's a lot of EVA to get. Oh, I do have the beam EVA engine though, so I can get a little more there. But I still need another one, and I don't know how that fighter ACFF is gonna be. The thing about trying to beat missile ASF with the HDT is like he hits me 10 times every proc, and if I get hit 5%, I'm toast. Yeah, I'm guessing he hit RF. I can check actually. I'm guessing he hit RF first because you guys are kind of running a little bit of similar fleets. And usually you hit the like weaker fleet a little weaker fleet first. but I'll check. Yeah. So this is like his last. He hit me right off the bat. It's kind of funny. He did it and then he waited like 6 hours to do any more. But that's like it's a good start though. Getting it out of the way. But yeah, so he hit you and then it looks like, or he hit RC and then he hit the other guy. RFC. Oh, did my stream just die? Disconnected. What? Am I back? Oh, I didn't mean to reply to that comment. Oh well.